Hey, to you too. I'm returning in peace like normal today. Can't be seen by everyone. I'll have to look into my bot channel stuff. And also the bot. Sorry guy, I didn't bring that back. Thanks for telling me about the bot channel thing. I will fix that. But right now, it's time for some more Kingmaker. Thanks for the pots. Fireball. Oh yeah, the collab stream yesterday. It was fun. I liked it. But well, I don't think I will be doing those very often. It's fun to play with others, but that requires a game that you want to play with others. Also, I think it was yesterday in the collab we played the game and then we like just talked like for half an hour or something like that. So that's a thing. Hello D-Doodle, how do you do? So I think if I do another collab with Serafina at some point, maybe it should be more focused on the talking than playing anything. Oh yes, D-Doodle, you definitely do. But it's been a while since I've been seeing you regularly. You must have been busy. Don't do anything bad with that. If you do anything bad with it, I will take the power away. You feel safe being the only one without the power. It's like having lunch with police officers. At my last workplace, we often had lunch at the same place where the police officers were having lunch. The tournament continues with a boasting contest. It doesn't really matter if you have something to boast about. The main goal is to make your story sound super exciting. Ah. That Stalicos definitely need. definitely deserves the ban. I don't want to see that kind of stuff here. Do these people have anything new to say? After that contest What? I haven't talked to this guy. Who is it? Who is this? My regards, Queen Lacium. Casper Liakensa at your service. Trade house that ruled the talks before King Iroveti. Why haven't I talked to him before? Was he just not here? You've been working a lot because you have to buy Pokemon cards. That's a good reason. Pokemon cards are important. The rarest ones can be very expensive. Tell me about yourself, Casper. Happy working, imp. You would ban them on principle. Yeah, I think I would agree with that ban. I'm the head of the Liakensa family and master of what remains of the Iron Fox trade house. Before Iroveti took the crown, it would have been my family receiving you at our house. Alas, we are simply guests at this celebration now. What caused you to lose influence? The most expensive you have is one euro. Well, makes sense that you would want more. It's a dark and sordid story, and I swear I'd give my life to learn the full truth of it. Vitox was founded by our families and ruled by the four trade houses for centuries. We quarreled from time to time, of course, and property didn't always change hands peacefully. But none of us would dream of impinging on another family's lawful rights. I probably have some Pokemon cards somewhere hiding in a box at the back of a closet from my childhood. You have MTG cards. I think I have only ever owned like maybe one MTG card. But I have learned the rules at some point. And then Iroveti appeared. We underestimated him, though thought him nothing more than another adventurer like the thousands of others in the region. He handled matters quickly and chaotically, with assets running through his fingers faster than chips at a card table. His wealth grew rapidly, but he still wasn't a big fish. For a while at least. The MTG cards, they do have pretty art. I don't know anything about their prices currently. He invited representatives from all the trade houses to play cards. King Iroveti wanted to play MTG. No one really knows exactly what happened. But by morning he owned most of their assets, including the crown. They suspected a rigged game and sent representatives from the families to discuss the matter with him. And then a wave of disappearances rolled across the city. My brothers, the former kings of Pitax, disappeared, along with many other honorable people, and Irovetti made it clear that the lives of his hostages would depend upon our obedience. He was king, and our wealth and power lay in ruins. Mm. The citizens of Pitax seem to love Irovetti. Scanner. Hmm. Fascinating. It would seem so, wouldn't it? Yet appearances can be deceiving. Yes, he's made many rich and happy, but there are many more lives that he's dragged through the mud for his own endless celebration. Trust me, there are many who would gladly put an end to his rule, but the king has so many spies that everyone's afraid to even discuss it. Ask the head of his precious academy, Atalia Kitaren, what she thinks. Or maybe High Priest Ray Jans. You see their mouths shut tighter than an oyster shell. Hmm, yes, I have seen that. Would you recommend anyone else I could meet here? I do better to tell you whom you should avoid. There's a gloomy, sickly-looking gnome wandering about. Carneverial, chief of the so-called Thieves Guild. He's Irovetti's primary business partner, and they understand the word business quite broadly. You said the so-called Thieves Guild. What is it he really does? Certainly not picking pockets. The fellow came from Numeria shortly after Irovetti started his reign. I won't lie, the Pitaxian trade houses occasionally made some questionable deals, but before Irovetti, those like Veril were driven from the city faster than you can say. First dose is free. The man's a drug pusher. He sells the bloodbrush extract. They say it enhances all senses extraordinary and evokes vivid visions, but also affects minds and could be toxic in repeated doses. I saw those who overuse it. They could not put three words together. Because of Veril, half of the city's youth is on his trash. Oh no. Hmm. Well, those MTG card um, packs. What are they called? Anyway, they are a bit like loot boxes. Even even without the booster packs. Yeah, yeah, that's what I meant. They are they are like loot boxes. But yeah, and yeah, it's problematic if you can see anything about what's inside. Ones and cards for your pawn art? What? And Irovet is pleased as punch about it. The more time the citizens spend in altered states, the fewer questions they ask. The gnome also uses his own product. It affects both the body and the mind. He fears his own shadow, seeing deception and trickery everywhere. Those who deal with him hope for fabulous profits, but they more often than not end up at the bottom of the river. But how did this fellow end up here? It was an honor speaking with you, Your Highness. Since, like, he's probably one of the people Iroveti hates. Why would he invite him? Hello, Trejans, the priest. What kind of voice did you have? I don't remember. He doesn't have anything new. Come on. Anamid. Does she have anything new? Nope. Have I spoken to everybody? Stefano Mosconi, Irsei, Kalise, Trader, Conover, Real, Trader. I think I have. Talia. Nothing new with her. There is a dark area here we haven't checked. There could still be maybe something, but probably not. What if there's loot? And what if I missed it? I don't wanna miss any loot. Have I seen this trader before? What does he sell? Scrolls, oceans for any taste, the very best trades from Dakamark. Show me your wares. Kinetic diadem. Summoning a buck-tongued wyvern once per day for 10 minutes. Nice. Too bad I'm poor, because I have been using all my money for BP. Mind blank. Resistance bonus on saving throws against all mind affecting spells. Level 9. No wonder I haven't seen it before. Polar Ray. Firebrand. Finger of Death. Nah. I'll be fine without them. Why isn't there any loot? I haven't been there. It looks like I could check that area. Let's check these areas before we go to the posting competition. Oh yeah, there was that stupid lockpicking competition that I failed.
Right here, my friend.
I didn't mean to choose you. Oh, we haven't talked to this guy. Several concerned dock workers crowd around a finely dressed half-elf, who listens to the workers with imperious dignity. It's as we've been telling you, Judge. This is the third shipment in 2 months they've stolen from us. Can't keep that up. Doesn't matter how good the last year's business been. No cargo means no pay, and no pay means no new shipments. We asked you about the thefts before, and there's nothing changed. Where's the king's justice, Your Honor? The half-elf patiently motions for silence. What? Cat as a weapon? No! I won't. I like cats.
It's true that pirates have taken route along the Pitax River and attacked several shipments heading upriver. The king has...
He pauses, noticing you for the first time. He adjusts his posture to stand taller and straightens his sash of office before continuing.
King Iroweti shall address the problem soon. However, he will hear no formal complaints until after the Rushlight tournament. In the meantime, he advises that travelers downriver take care around Littletown. Until then, partake in the festivities and the king's generosity. If anyone has further questions or concerns, I am at your disposal.
The guided workers grumble and disperse, barely mollified by this response. A bright shash cuts across this man's chest, identifying him as a magistrate of Pitax. He makes a shallow bow while keeping his head inclined upward, as if being polite while also conveying his superiority.
May the king's law guide you at the Rushlight tournament today.
I am clearly addressing someone important, but I don't believe we've met. The half-elf motions to his shash.
I am the Honorable Walsh Silverway, a magistrate of Pitax, judge of the people's concerns, and executor of the king's justice.
I overheard you talking about stolen shipments. Is there a problem?
Oh, yes, that.
He sets his teeth into a practiced smile, though his teeth briefly grind together.
An outbreak of river piracy has caused some consternation among the citizens. Simply avoid or exercise caution near Littletown in the meantime.
Perhaps Pitax would benefit from somebody who has a history of vanquishing bandits, like me,
Let us be clear,
declares the magistrate, narrowing his eyes with disdain.
Pitax's armed forces are entirely capable of handling these criminals. There's no need for would-be heroes or aspiring vigilantes to get involved, much less foreign interests. I recommend enjoying the rest of the festival.
How can he be so deaf to the people's woes? And he calls himself a judge.
I knew a judge once. She spent nights butchering her own kin, then went on to become a zombie. This guy seems fine by comparison.
Yeah, I guess so. Fine day to you, mister. Was there anything in here? For me? No? Why not? We could leave this place too, but... Octavia, stop sneaking. She did such a fine job cheating at the competitions. Who would be best at boasting? I bet Lindsay would be the best one. Or I could be. Who has the best charisma? I have pretty good one. I have the best charisma. I could boost it even more if I maybe used some spell or drank some potion. We could do that. do the boasting competition. Let's save and then we can sneakily take some doping. Do we have potions like that? So many potions. Eagle Splendor potion. Yes, this one. I have drunk it. Now let's do the boasting. I'm ready to participate in the boasting contest.
Everyone's ready. Let's begin.
The tournament continued with a boasting contest. The first participant, a man from Dakemark, stepped up to the podium and told a raucous story about him sneaking into a temple of Callistria and seducing all the priestesses, including the high priestess, in a single night. The crowd was particularly amused by the suggestive glances he kept casting toward one of the guests from Timon. She simply smiled mysteriously in response. The second participant was a guest from Kralton, who told a completely implausible tale about his travels across other planes, where he battled undead hordes and defeated a blood-curling monster. He was an average storyteller at best. He'd be lucky to get a C for that story at the academy. But the listeners were inexplicably elated. Suspicious, we took a closer look at the crowd and, of course, we spotted a bard using some trick of the trade, and likely a little magic to aid the Kralton man's performance. We quietly warned the bard that we would shut him up if he kept interfering. The bard got the message and quickly disappeared. Without the bard's support, the guest from Kralton immediately lost the audience's approval. As he grew more nervous, he began mumbling and stumbling over his words, and he eventually left the podium among cheers and whistles. Then it was Pitax's turn. The kingdom's honor was represented by Anamid Pelavara, a sweet-voiced singer whose smile could win over the most withered of hearts. Oh, Anamid. But while her voice was smoother than silk, her words stung like arrows. With a soft smile, Anamid told everyone how she'd spent months in our kingdom, learning our secrets and instigating a riot. Of course, the honest trade of the bard and the shady dealings of the spy often go hand in hand, but, oh Anamid, who could have expected such an ugly blow from such a lovely lady? She described in surprising and exceptionally critical detail how much the citizens of our young state suffered under the atrocities of the troll assaults and the magic plague. She never stooped to actual lies, but she made it sound as though our queen, Baroness at the time, was simply drinking and debauching while her subjects struggled. She made our crusade against Wardakai look like a cunning conquest of Warnhold, and the war with the Tiger Lords was uncharacterized as an irresponsible venture. Talk about cruel and unfair. When Anamid finished and left the stage, it was our turn to perform, and what feats did our participants decide to tell in their performance? Oh, stretch. Well, good for you to do that, but I'm going to stretch too. Better make sure to move the human body from time to time. Hmm. I kinda want to do this, but my diplomacy is only a sacrifice for nothing. No, it was good. I appreciate it. Hmm. Hmm. I want to try this. Yes! The dice were on my side on this one. It wasn't easy getting the crowd excited for this story. They were all glorious feats, of course, but that was the problem. The audience had already heard them time and time again. Lucky used all the eloquence she could bring to breathe new life into these old stories. The audience hung on her every word, sometimes laughing uncontrollably, sometimes holding their breath to avoid missing anything. Lucky finally brought the story to an end, and the viewers gave her a standing ovation as she left the podium. The woman from Timon, a priestess of Callistria, went last. She told stories of her love affairs in faraway countries and on other planes, casually mentioning an unpleasant disease she'd contracted over her journeys that took her a long time to get rid of. Hearing that, the participant from Daggermark paled and grabbed at his belt, bringing roaring laughter from the rest of the audience. And finally, the judges announced the winner, Lakium. She walked up to the podium, to thunderous applause, and took another bow. Why is the picture of a halfling gnome or something? Maybe there was a halfling gnome at this point. Maybe the halfling gnome is the woman from Timon. I got applauded. I told good stories. Do we have anyone important here? No. And what place is this? Why is there loot? Didn't we pick everything up? I'm not short. I'm winged. I have wings. And I don't think it was Lindsay, but it could have been Lindsay. Lindsay is short.
You can count on me.
There are many bold. Bold is, bold is a very popular toggle. I think I can't make one for my next model because all the toggle space is taken, and I'm still using the free live 2D version for making those, so I don't get extra space. Wait, there's food. My food now. Was that it? Crazy alien brain hidden under the hair. That's an idea. I'll have to think about it. But I'm afraid I can only do that for my first fancy model done with the with all the possible stuff I can use. Hello, Nuncio. I'm ready to participate in the drunken melee. Then let's begin. It will be splendid. I'm not very... Wait, do I have to take part myself? No. Why couldn't I send like Amiri there or something? I'm not good at this. Well, I get a lot of reduction for damage at least. For Halloween, bold. I could certainly try. But we'll see. Miss. I need potions for this. Potions. Not blur. I need to do some damage to those. 1-inch punch. Well, this skinny sorcerer here, Larkin, will do those 1-inch punches, but they are not very effective. Critical hit. Oh. I'm hoping they beat each other up. I can't take. Am I not allowed to drink potions? What if I just step away? At least they didn't take everything from me. Who is this? Diamond Brawler. Miss, of course. That would be frightening. At least my enemies don't seem to be very powerful. And they are stupid enough to fight each other. Yeah, that's correct. That's right. But look at this. Look at my stupid weak abilities here. I can't handle this. I can't do any damage. 1 damage. Wings don't help when I can't beat this little guy up. Why? Well, at least I get 2 tries every time because of the turns. But he does so much more damage. If I hit him, I only hit with like 1. If I had known I had taken that coke before this battle. If I lose, I will do that. I'm not above it. Ah. This is pitiful. I'm going to cheat. Because I want to be victorious. Why me? Why me? Why does the queen herself have to do this? See, what nice spells do we have that I could use before this? Ah, haste is lovely. At least that one. And also, I think I had something very nice for this occasion. This one. I want you to cast. Yes.
Any fun to be had?
Any buffs? Dimension door, that's not a buff.
I won't let you down.
Enlarged person. Did I have any smaller ones? For 1 person? This is retreat, no. Well, you could do haste. Yes, but disintegrate. What's this? Baleful polymorph. That could be useful. Kinda.
Anything is possible.
Every good queen gets a shit rocked by a halfling. Yeah. I just wish. I just wish I could do
Confide in
better.
me.
Are you doing the bless? Please bless.
Here!
Do I have my spell effect still in effect? I hope I do. I don't. Damn! Hey, don't beat me. Why are they beating me? I think That one is the Pitaxian brawler, so they probably have the drug inside them. That makes sense. Can I do that? I wanna do that. I couldn't do it. They should all gang up on that little man. I can run away. Have fun among yourselves. Please beat that Pitaxian little bastard up. Can I even use this? I could. I could use that at least. Can't use that. Fine. Oh no. Yeah. Look how hard he hits everybody. This is not a fair fight. Hit more time on brawler. No. It's only me and the midget again. While they are still up. Well, I didn't want to go there because he would start beating me up too. To maximize the damage. And look how much damage I do. I do like one point of damage if I hit. Because I'm a weak sorcerer. At least the demoralization worked. Not that it helps much, but still it worked. And at least he's small. Let me hit him. He doesn't need to hit me. I need to tell him he's a midget again. How much? I don't know. It doesn't say. But it's much less than I think. Can't hit him. At least I affected him. He's shaken. That helps. Easier to hit, I hope. I'm so bad at hitting. Slippery fellow. But it took quite a bit from his HP bar when I hit him once. Ow. Stop hitting me. I'll try the potions next time. I don't know. This guy is potioned up. Oh no, he did a critical hit. That's not fair. He's too short for that. No. I want to win. Why do I have to put my queenly face in the line? How to cheat? Wemod? What's that? End of hope. Cheating program. If only I could. But it wouldn't be deserved. Yeah. Do I have any good potions for this? Heroism. Well. I'll try potion effects. They are probably gone. I can just show that little bastard then. What's this? I can't. No, don't come hit me. I'm going to tell him how tiny he is. You're so tiny. Please die. Have fun doing whatever you are doing while lurking. Not me, you idiot. Should be that little bastard. You were hitting him. Please hit him more. Don't chase me. I'm not hitting this one. Only that little one. The little one is too tough. No! Stupid Kralton brawler. You were supposed to kill this one. Ah. Please hit the... Not me. Hit the little one, you stupid Kralton brawler. Ah. Finally. Maybe this could work. Maybe I could do this on this guy again. Worked. And take a little step back. More stretches. More stretching. Why can't I do that? Perhaps it was. I hit him once. He's done! I'm going to win now. I'm going to win this time. And I didn't even cheat except with the saves. This one can't win. I'll use him as my punching bag. Can't do any damage. Yeah. I was so great. Come to me, little fighter. Let me beat you up. Maybe I don't have to be turn-based. That's true, but I'm out of practice. I need more practice. How many more times do I have to hit him? I don't know, a few more times maybe. Because I suck so bad. There was 1 damage. Yay! Little more damage. Yes, please. Ugh. Links. Can't watch YouTube midstream. Victory! We should be the winners because we won every contest. Time to save since I won. I won, right? The tournament is finished, isn't it? I'd like to know who won. Yes, Your Highness. His Highness is just about to make a speech announcing the winner. Look, everyone's gathering around now.
Lords and ladies, another Rustlight tournament has come to an end. I'd like to thank all of you who honored this
Indeed.
event with your presence. My friends, I'm happy to see all of you, but I'd like to give a special welcome to one guest who found themselves invited here for the first time. Today we had the Baroness... no, excuse me.
It's Queen.
It's Queen now, isn't it? Of a majority of what was once the stolen lands. Thank you for coming, my darling. I can call you that.
No, you can't. That's
I
rude.
thank you with all my heart.
He's so slimy.
I first learned of her from my friend Stefano Mosconi. To be honest, his report was less than flattering. Impassable swamps, monsters galloping about, and a complete absence of any valuable resources. Nothing more than a dirty hole ruled by another bandit lord.
Bandit lord.
Hardly worthy of your attention. That's what he wrote back then. I'm so happy he was wrong.
Are you now? I
Truth
doubt
be
it.
told, even now traveling that domain is a less than pleasurable experience. Some roads have appeared, but their safety leaves much to be desired.
Rude.
Take the sad story of a poor Toman Henvaki from Gralton. He set off to those lands and hasn't been seen since. His brother Idrist went to find the poor fellow, and what happened? The Baroness found the body in the blink of an eye. Almost as though it was stored in her cellar.
No, that's not what happened.
And the hunt the Baroness put on, clearly imitating my tournament, it was beyond description. While guests were out hunting hydras and owl bears, the latter came from behind and ate at the banquet table, along with all the servants. Some celebration, right?
That's so rude. Look at that. There is a use for the ring that I got from Tartuccio at the beginning of this game. Good thing I haven't sold it or anything.
I too have a most amusing story for you. This ring was given to me by a gnome named Tartuccio on that bloody night when Sir Lord Jamandi Aldori's mansion was attacked. The guests listen to your tale with their mouths agape. Iroveti tries to interrupt you, but everyone's attention is directed at you.
A most amusing story indeed.
It's true.
Unfortunately, it has little to do with me. True, that rascal Tartuccio was spending my money, but he was acting entirely of his own volition.
Was spending your money. That's almost an admission. The guests begin whispering to each other, obviously dissatisfied with Iroveti's excuses.
All I really wanted to get at was that Her Highness is a
Okay, bye.
personage truly as extraordinary as her lands, and I'm happy to see her at this celebration.
Thank you.
And now it's time to announce the winner of the tournament.
It's me, except you are so slimy that...
This year, all 3 contests were won by guests from one kingdom. I'm not sure what charms, tricks, or divine intervention helped her, but
Yes, I will drink more potions. What charms, tricks, or divine intervention? All of those. All of those.
let's hear it for the winner. Your Highness, if you please. I know you're not exactly a master of ceremonies, but please try to say something articulate to my guests.
How very rude. What lesser ring of ultimate protection? Well, Your Highness, dear guests, attending this tournament was a great honor and a true pleasure. I thank you all for an unforgettable day. Despite Iroveti's efforts to smear you in the eyes of the guests, the audience is elated. Your speech garners a hearty round of applause.
And now, with the competition over and the prize awarded, let's get on with the main part of the celebration. The banquet! I can hear your stomachs growling from here. Let's get to the table, and later we'll see an unforgettable fireworks show.
More unforgettable things. I will forget about this. It's blind Tristian.
My strength betrays me.
No. Something's happening in the kingdom and there is Dax Riverbend and no. The tournament is over. King Iroveti wasn't very friendly, but overall everything was settled peacefully. Perhaps this invitation wasn't a dirty trick after all. No, I can't believe that. There must be some kind of catch, or it wouldn't be Iroveti. I think we'll be hearing some news from Dax in the near future. That doesn't sound good. What's calling? Back to capital. Waiting at the tavern. Need to... What was the stupid cost? I don't remember. I bought not hard.
Octavia seems to come from a noble family. Visit mother. Oh, and meet Dragon Gush tribe. Those need to be done. And also, the river justice. The river pirates plague the people of Pitax. Amar, dramaturge. Dramaturge, not thaumaturge like they are usually. Dramaturge and a patriot. Has spoken of a pirates camp located not far from Littletown. Let's go there and show those scoundrels some proper river justice. I guess my little party has to rest. Where are we? Here. Rushlight Fields. Hemlock Island. That's the little town, I guess. Wicked Hill, Mysterious Shrine. Rice and pudding sounds good enough. Let's rest.
Amiri, have you ever tried to count how many enemies you've killed?
A lot. There aren't even such high numbers. If someone wanted to count that high, they'd have to start making up new numbers a long time ago.
New numbers. Oh. Amiri is so sweet, so innocent. I think we should go there. Take care of some pirates. Pitax! We can get into the capital itself. Well, since it's on the way. A whole army of mean-looking guards awaited us at Pitax's gates. They were led by a pompous buffoon named Walsh Kellaway, a Pitaxian magistrate no less. Ah, I think we met him. Leave now, your highness. King Irowetis orders, he said. We looked at each other and... politely asked Walsh to let us enter. Alas, one can't get anything in this life with the help of more politeness. The magistrate didn't even bother answering, but his eyes grew even more impudent, and his smile more contemptuous. Then we told Walsh we needed to discuss a few things with him regarding the river pirates. The river pirates are Pitax's concern, not yours. You would do well. You would do better to mind your own kingdom, your highness, Walsh said, taking a step backward to be closer to his soldiers. Realizing we wouldn't get anything else from him now, we kept what remained of our dignity and turned away. Let's go see those pirates then. Hi there, pirates. Somebody's on the road. Oop. Our travels brought us to the Littletown surroundings in pursuit of the dastardly river pirates who have preyed on innocent merchants and travelers. It would have been nice to march in, knock some skulls together, and call it a day, but rumors suggested we were heavily outnumbered. Even worse, the villains had set up their camp in a defensible position inside of their boats, protected by the river
on the side, a thick forest on another side, and a sticky swamp on the third. Add in a bunch of sentries watching for intruders, and we were in trouble. Thank goodness our fearless leader had a plan. Where's our best chance? It's athletics, I think. We slipped into the river, swimming up to the camp to take cover behind the boats. Failed. Failed. The Pithox River may have looked gentle, but it was fast, deep, and dangerous. The current dragged us downriver, slamming several of us into a submerged tree before we could reach calmer water. What an exhausting swim. Shivering from the cold, we clambered onto the beach and began spying from behind the boats. From there we could see that there wasn't one camp, there were two. The second was several hundred feet away, judging by the campfires, which meant that we could vanquish the pirates in one camp before the other could respond. Oh, nice. Ah, stealth. We sneaked closer, hoping to launch a surprise attack. Boats and cargo gave us lots of cover as we made our approach, launching a surprise attack. Before the pirates could respond, we had already felled several of them. Pirate cleric, pirate bard. They are pretty weak. What nice buffs do we have available? Song of Discord. Can I do this? Can I use it? Can I use it? We'll save. I did it. I really wouldn't have attacked without summoning many skeletons. Why? Do you have that poison immunity thing? No. Why doesn't she have that? Damn. But Tristian does. He's so far away though. What should I give us? Haste probably. Recongar, any buffs for us? Displacement. You could use it on yourself. You could turn into a dragon. That's nice. Controlled fireball is really nice too. Shocking grass, bleed blades, wand of expeditious retreat. Try that. Well, that wasn't great. No, don't beat my Lindsay.
Amiri dear, make those extra barbarians. That's a good idea.
Tear them apart!
He will beat everybody up. Nice. Beat some more, please. Why not?
They go down!
Yes, they do go down. And you, finally it's your turn. I could summon skeletons with you, but I think we need to delay poison because we are not home. We're not on our home turf. Good. I'm almost out of HP. I need to make skeletons. Help me, skeletons, help me. Lindsay, sing. Where are Lindsay's songs? I'm Lindsay, right? Dispel magic, traitor, pirate brawler. Joyful rapture. This should be pretty great. There is a little bastard here. Pirate brawler. Octavia, you're invisible. Could you finish up one of these pirates? This one maybe?
Consider me provoked.
Nice. Slow. No slow. We are not going to slow. We should go fast. How about controlled fireball here? About here.
I'll cut you.
So nice. Try it. You won't win. I'm down. Fuck. And my skeletons are down too. My poor skeletons. How dare they? They need to get me up.
Bring it!
They stopped fighting. Who is that? More people from the other camp, maybe? A voice cuts through the din, roaring with such indignation that the fighting momentarily stops. What's going on here? Who dares attack my camp? The speaker is a suntanned woman wearing light blue traveling clothes with high boots, and an embroidered heron adorns one of her sleeves. She draws her weapon and takes a menacing step forward. I don't know who you are, and any patience I have to hear your excuses is as short-lived as you are. If you have something to say, make it good. Behind her you can see more combatants approaching, but you have a few more moments before they arrive. What was that, Heron? The blue outfit and the heron insignia indicate this woman is an important member of the Riversong trade house of Pitax, possibly a member of the controlling family. Joffre Vascari leads trade house, and this might be his sister, Renshala Vascari. As you look down at the enemies you've slain, it seems you haven't attacked pirate. You have killed influential merchants. This is all a terrible mistake. The well-dressed woman glowers at you. Explain, quickly. A playwright convinced us to hunt pirates in order to win the adoration of Pitax's common folk. You understand how appallingly stupid that sounds, yes? She rocks back on her heels, looks skyward, and mutters something exasperated under her breath before looking back at you. I am Renshala Vascari of the Riversong Trade House, not a pirate. Be more specific. Who put you up to this? The playwright Amar de Samps told us about the camp. Renshala makes a disgusted sound. That man writes overblown dramas for a living, and you trusted him? What kind of fool would you have to be to... She trails off and peers at you more intently. Wait! Are you Larkium? I was warned that you might try something like this. She extracts a scroll from a tube and unrolls it for you to see. It clearly warns the Vascari family that raiders sent by you would soon threaten her shipments. Judge Silverway may be a bastard at times, but he sure knew you would attack my convoy. Give me a good reason I shouldn't throw your corpse to the eels. Stretch. This is clearly a setup, but I have nothing more to add. Either you believe me or not. Make your choice. Renshala considers your arguments. No matter how much I may want you dead now, it wouldn't be justice. I suspect there's more going on that I need to understand first. Here. She hands you the scroll from the magistrate. Use this to solve your mystery. Whether it leads you to Pitax or hell, I care not. For now, leave me space to bury the dead. And should I see you again, may the gods show you more mercy than you've shown today. How lovely. Da-di-da-di-da-da. So, this is I should go to Pitax now. I have level ups too.
I need to catch my breath.
Alright, let's do a save. Let's do level ups. Let's rest. Let's try to go to Pitax again. Level ups. Level 15 already. I get Finger of Death. At 15th level you can become incorporeal for 1 round per sorcerer level. While in this form you gain the incorporeal subtype. You take no damage from non-magic weapons. You also take only half damage from any source not dealing ghost, holy, divine or force damage. You can use this ability once per day. Lovely. Persuasion magic device. Arcana knowledge. What else? Perception? Knowledge world? Law nature? Anything? Perception? Maybe. This suggests spell focus. Do I want that? Do I have any other good options? There's metamagic. If I want to use metamagic. Superior summoning. Add 1 to the total number. I could have that. I could have so many skeletons. What does this? I don't think I want more spell focus. I already have enough. I'm going to use these types. Alertness, not alertness. Elemental accent. Iron Will, Metamagic, Outflank Shake. Skill focus spell specialization. Stealthy superior summoning. I want this. I want this. I want to summon so many skeletons. So many. Level 5. Choices. You know, shadow evocation. What about level 7? What can I get? I already have summon monster. Mass invisibility. Abjuration, evocation, necromancy. Create undead. I don't have this. Brave Knight or Guardian. I want that. That's my thing. Absolutely. What is this? Phantasmal putrefaction. You implant within the minds of your targets the illusion that their skin is rotting away. Large rents are appearing all over their bodies and their internal organs are spilling out in the putrid half-liquid mass at their feet. Those who fail to disbelieve phantasmal putrefaction immediately take 1d4 points of wisdom damage. This damage occurs only once. Each round after that, an affected target receives another will save to disbelieve the effect, and targets that fail must succeed at fortitude save or faint. Falling asleep as per sleep, except that it isn't magical sleep effect. Waking up doesn't end the spell for a target. It must continue to attempt will saves to disbelieve and fortitude saves to avoid. That's so evil. Lovely, evil. Serenity. Maybe not. Banshee Blast. That seems pretty effective. 1d4 points of damage per caster level. So I guess it's 15. Chains of Light. I don't know. Maybe it's not worth it. Disintegrate would be nice, but I'm not good at... I bite. Sickened, frightened, paralyzed. You must spend a swift action each round after the first to target a foe. That's nice. Hellfire Ray. Zero Call. Summon monster 6. I already have Circle of Death. Summon huge elemental and undeath to death. A Dispel Magic Greater could also be pretty good, but I don't know. Or Banshee Blast. That could work if I end up in the middle of a fight. Mind affecting Fear Death Sonic. So many good options. What to choose? Greater Heroism, All's Wisdom, Access Cunning. Eagle Splendor is so good for me. I'll take that. It's thematic. It's good. Waves of Cloud Clear. I need something I will be using a lot. Here. Stone Skin. Tongue Repeat. Bias People's Neck. Transmutation. I could... That's so contradictory. You take an aspect of an angelic being, including some of its physical characteristics. You gain resistance to acid, you gain deflection bonus, made effects by evil creatures. In addition, your natural weapons and any weapons you wield are considered good aligned for the purpose of overcoming damage reduction. Turn into a good angel. Well, I'm Aasimar, so that kind of makes sense. But I'm also a sorcerer of the undead bloodline, so it kind of doesn't make sense. Dominate person. Polymorph. I want something that I will use a lot. I don't have any conjuration things in 5th level yet, so I'll take that. Everything. Yes, I have spells. And Tristian. Surrender. Persuasion, perception, religion, arcana. Open alertness, other spellcaster, augment summoning, back-to-back blind, combat casting, coordinated, critical focus, depth hands, elemental focus, endurance, extra channel, meta magic, outflank, skill focus, spell penetration. I think that should be good. And my dear barbarian. More persuasion. More nature law maybe. Mobility, athletics. Improved critical. I would have to pick a sword. What kind of sword is she using? I'm a focus blind fight ball rush. Push opponent straight back. That could be useful maybe. Corner smash. Also demoralize. Endurance, extra rage power. Extra rage could be useful actually. What's under armor? Dislodge armor. Basically. That's interesting. Precise strike. Whenever you and an ally who also has this feat flanking the same creature, you deal an additional points of precision damage with each successful melee attack. This bonus damage stacks with other sources of precision damage such as sneak attack. This bonus damage is not multiplied on a critical hit. That's could be useful. Reflex, intimidating prowess, Hamady gap, great for the extra rage. Dodge. Endurance. You may sleep in light or medium armor without becoming fatigued. Take extra rage. That was simple. Lindsay. Trickery. Knowledge world. Somebody has to know about the world. Allied. Back to blind fight, cautious combat casting. Combat casting is nice. Extra performance, it's nice. Lightning reflexes, well, nice, but I don't know. Shielded caster. Spell penetration. Stealthy, throw anything, toughness. You don't have spell penetration. You should have it. Cacophonous call. Cloak of Cure Wounds, Mass Heroism Crater. Key Shout, Mind Fog, Phantasmal Web, Shadow, Summon Lodge, Summon Dispel Magic. Why is there no more buffs? You fill target's mind with blaring cacophony of discordant sounds. Key Shout. Sonic damage, stunned, possibly. Resonating word. Sulfuric aromatite causes all living creatures within 5 feet of you to make successful will save each round or fall asleep for 1 minute. Sleeping creatures are helpless but wake up after being wounded. So difficult to level up Lindsay.
Resting would be nice.
I know
Don't
Lindsay.
you think?
Arcane Trickster. Is this the last level I should take Arcane Trickster? Surprise spell, sneak attack. I think it is. I think it's the top level. Should I get more stealth? Should I? Or use magic device? I got stealth. I could get spell focus or I could get something else. Greater spell penetration. Yes, that's good. Outflank persuasive. Those are nice, but you're gonna penetrate. Legendary proportions. Megaphone to boost the size of your target. Greater polymorph. Insanity. Joyful rapture. No summoning monster. Power word blind. Not bad. Mass invisibility. You should have mass invisibility. And then something. Elemental body. I don't think so. Firebrand? This rune does not cause damage and sheds light as if it were torch, while the firebrand burns any creature it marks is immune to damage from any fire spell you cast. All of the target's weapons inflict points of fire damage on a hit. At any point during the spell's duration, a creature bearing firebrand can launch a beam of fire at any target within 30. This ray requires ranged touch attacks to hit and deals 66 points of fire damage. That's not bad. But on the other hand, legendary proportions. Let's take that. Unless there is something that could do more damage. Nah. I think that's okay. I think it's okay. I'll take those. And level up for you too. Not Magus. Wait, Dragon Disciple has like 20 levels. How is that possible? I thought we would only get to level 20. Can somebody start at the level 1? Huh. Interesting. Dragon Bite. Blind Sense. What else? Arcana, Mobility, Athletics. Let's work on those muscles. Lightness. What's Arcane Strike? You can imbue your weapons with a fraction of your power. For one round, your weapons deal 1 damage and not treated as magic. I think he kind of has that kind of ability also already. Critical focus. You receive +4 circumstance bonus on attack rolls made to confirm critical hits. Could be useful. Both Iron Will, Meta Magic, Persuasive Power, Attack Shield, Skill, Stealthy. Not Stealthy. There was that critical focus, maybe. You can try that. Spell. Ice Storm. Dragon's Breath. Target point within long range. I'll take that. They have leveled up. Now rest. Then let's see what's
Listen,
in Pitons.
How did you learn to lie without ever slowing down?
Oh, that's no secret. The village I was born in, it was the most boring place in the world. Down to the ditch to do the daily weeding. I had to make up stories, each one better and better.
Sounds like Lindsay could be from the Shire or some other hobbit place. Now let's see if we can end the talks. What was that about river pirates, mister? This time, Magistrate Walsh Selway didn't even bother greeting us. Meeting the unfriendly gazes of Pitaxian soldiers, we decided to turn away. What the f... I guess we should go back to our kingdom then. Damn it. We should get invited to Pitax. That hacking Selloway. What's going on in the kingdom? Frostlight tournament is over. The darkness retreats in the tenebrous depths. The visions of the darkness dispersing in the tenebrous depths haunt the queen's dreams. It seems that the final shroud of insanity has fallen, unlocking the passage to the heart of the depths. It's time to answer Celiran's call. I see, so we could go through that dungeon now. Christian has some news. Experiments. A wandering scientist is offering a medical procedure to the kingdom's warriors. It is supposed to purge their blood and greatly increase their strength. He says the risk is next to none. My advisors are busy. Support trade agreement. Wait. Okay. Banning. The common folk are grateful that the mages have been kept at bay and they even come to tolerate them a bit better. For any problems that the Majesty attempts to solve in the Shrike region, roll twice for resolution and pick the better result. So many things here. I suppose we should go back to the capital. Yes. How do we get there? Where's the closest village? That's not a village, that one is. 1 day! How long does it take to go there? We are going there. That way. It's shorter. Let's teleport to the capital and see what's going on. What's wrong, Christian? What's going on? What are these sounds? I'm returning. Professor! Professor! I can't believe you lied to me this whole time. Don't try to deny it. I've heard everything. How you covered our bullies. How it wasn't even Iroveti who fired you. It was Atalia. How could you? Lindsay, please calm down. I didn't deceive you. You never even asked about the circumstances of my dismissal, remember? It's a sensitive subject. I may not have been a good enough student to be one of your favorites like Alondi, but I do remember the basics, like the 7 types of lies, and I definitely remember your lecture on lies of omission. You wanted me to write a book about all the atrocities going on within the walls of the academy, and you left out a pretty big one. You never told me a student died because of you. What other sensitive subjects have you been avoiding? Lindsay, I beg you, please, let me explain. About, is this true? Yes, Your Highness, I'm afraid it is. As I devoted all my attention to developing the talent of my students, I fear I neglected their moral development, and this led to tragic results. But with all due respect to Headmaster Chitaran, I don't believe in incorrigible villainy, especially not at such a young age. Shelling teaches us not to renounce those who stumble, but to give them a chance to reform. I traveled to your lands in the hopes of a new beginning, for my student and for myself. How much of what you and Lindsay wrote about the academy is actually true? There is no direct lie. I admit that, in some cases, I may have concealed or misinterpreted some details to protect the innocent. But believe me, it was with noble intentions. Iroveti's atrocities are no secret to anyone, and this book may well bring about the fall of that tyrant. But I cannot allow the Academy to perish alongside Iroveti. There are too many innocents, wonderful artists, poets and composers, who've been tainted by Iroveti's crimes against their will. They stand to lose everything if we publish the truth in its entirety. I see. And I also see stretch time. Stretch. Well, I have stretched. So, to put things simply, the book is full of lies, isn't it? Your innocent colleagues are pandered to Iroveti, and you want to shift all the blame onto him alone so they all come out clean? What I want is to protect the little good that King Iroveti brought into this world. The Academy is more than just wrongdoings and bullying. It's made up of many brilliant artists who have the potential to change the world for the better. Should we freely trample flowers just for happening to grow out of a muck heap? Lindsay, what do you think? I don't know. Teacher, you told me so many times that the world isn't made of things. It's made of stories. And we ourselves are made of the stories we tell and believe. But shouldn't those stories also be true? You said that people are essentially animals who love stories. Did you really mean that people are just lying beasts? Well, what is the truth then?
A precise statement of past events. We are not news sharks or historians, bound to precision for the sake of precision. A part must take into consideration how her story will affect her audience. Truth and fiction are often materials. They are as valuable to us as rough marble to a sculpture. The same story used to evoke anger, envy, or fear can be turned to inspire bravery, love, and hope. Both versions told in full truth. The events at the base of the story aren't what's important. What's important is the lesson your listeners take from it. Are his insights worth it or not? Lindsay turns to you baffled. I don't know what to do. I want to burn the manuscript, start over and write the whole dirty truth about the academy. But maybe teacher is right, and that would be a horrible mistake. Maybe saving the good the academy brings is more important than punishing everyone who's guilty. I have the choice to be proper lawful neutral here. I think you are right, Lindsay. So many beautiful words, but it all boils down to this. Eobald, you're trying to protect the guilty from being punished, aren't you? Eobald lowers his head. I suppose you're right. I was so concerned with mercy, and a great injustice occurred as a result. I'm sorry, Lindsay. You've taught your old teacher a lesson today. We'll rewrite the book. I'll tell you everything I know, and everything I'm guilty of. I hope the new manuscript will take less poetic license, Ewald. I don't want to be disappointed again. I swear by Shellin's name, I'll conceal nothing. If truth must see the light, then I'll ensure it does. If the truth about the academy destroys it, then there wasn't really anything there to save. Let's go, teacher. We have work to do. Lindsay turns to Alandi. And you! Pack and leave. No, don't say a single word. I have no interest in your excuses or apologies. I just never want to see you again. Alondi shuts his mouth, swallowing his response before it started. With a single nod, he leaves without saying a word.
I move unseen.
And there he goes. Is it Tristian? Tristian remains silent for a long time. When he finally opens his mouth, his voice is hoarse and tired. I won't take much of your time, Larkhume. I've been meaning to ask you about something. This might seem stupid, or arrogant, or just insolent. Tristian stumbles and catches his breath. I want to talk to you. I think you know what it's about. It's what I've done, and what I haven't done. The priest lowers his head and grows quiet. But let's speak in private, far from curious ears. I will be at the viewing point, in the palace garden. Please come as soon as you can. I shall. Oh, it's not easy for Tristian, even despite the forgiveness. I'll have to go talk to him. So that was that. And we have to wait for news too.
I move unseen.
Why must Octavia be like that? Let's save, rest, and go see Tristian. Did we have anything new for this storyteller? So we could have some money? Sue? I bet you meant use. But yeah. That's the main reason I want affiliate. I brought some relics, or any worthy of a story. How interesting. May I, your grace? It's Triac talking Kelly tribal sky metal cogwheels. Rest of 5 pieces. Rest of 5 pieces. All 5 items. Okay. I'm so shiny. The viewing point is in the city, I think. We need to go and see Tristian's problem.
Unseen.
What? What are those guys doing there? That's not the viewing point. I thought the viewing point is here. Yes, it is. Let's go talk to Tristian. Tristian, here I come. Hello. You've come! Tristian tilts his head to the side and remains silent. You notice he's holding something in his hands. It's so strange. I don't know if I should be glad or frightened. Anyway, thank you for finding some time for me. Who are these guys? Tristian turns his head. If it weren't for his blind eyes, you would imagine he's looking into the distance. Oh yeah, he asked me to come to the viewing point, and he's blind. Since you freed me from Nyrissa's power, I've had time to think about what happened to me and what Nyrissa did to me, about what she truly did. When I found myself here, without my wings, in a mortal body, I was terrified. And I believed everything she told me, for I believed it was she who stolen my freedom. At last I discovered that Nyrissa had lied to me, and ever since I've sought a way to regain Sarenrae's gifts. And do you know what I realized? No one is capable of taking Deva's gifts granted by his creator. Tristian's voice is barely audible. No one except for the Dawnflower herself. So you were made mortal by Sarenrae herself? Tristian nods. I found no other explanation for what happened to me. Nyrissa's power is great, but not so great as to turn angels into mortals. I wanted to know if the way back to Sarenrae is open for me. I spent endless hours in prayer, asking for but one thing. A sign, a vision, a portent, a single word, and all I got in return was silence. Tristian smiles crookedly, hiding a grieving grimace. I wanted so badly to do something extraordinary, and it appears that I succeeded. I fell so low that even my most merciful lady couldn't forgive me for my sins. Hmm. Hmm. But you were deceived and frightened as well. I've said the same thing to myself, but now I realize it's just a pathetic excuse to help me save face. It was for me to overcome my fear. It was for me to find strength and resolution. I failed. I have no excuse. Christian straightens himself. Anyway, I didn't ask you to come listen to my whining. I do not wish that my mortal deeds will end at deception and betrayal. It has cost me so much. Christian shows you his hands. You see a crumpled leaflet, one of the invitations for the kingdom of the cleansed. I wish to put an end to at least one evil that Nyrissa spawned, and I'm asking for your help in this. Hmm. Maybe you can finally tell me who this first faithful is and what is the kingdom of the cleansed. I only know what I could overhear, or what Nyrissa posted to me. The one called the First Faithful is a former priest of Erastil named Hrothgar. When the bloom came to his village, he lost his faith. Erastil didn't protect his congregation, and Hrothgar was stripped of his position. After this, he set off for the Temple of the Elk to pray to his god one last time, and if he didn't answer, to throw curses in the face of his idol. Like so many others, Hrothgar was fooled by Nyrissa. She pretended to be the goddess of the lands, told Hrothgar of the curse of the queen, and promised him untold gifts in return for the death of this ruler. It was she who invented the name of this new cult, devoted to herself, and made Hrothgar its first priest. She knew just how to flatter him, in his moment of weakness and despair, and he, in his turn, did everything he could to draw his former congregation into this vile cult. So what are you going to do when you find the kingdom and the first faithful? Christian's forehead, a moment ago creased in worry, becomes smooth, and his voice grows tranquil. Consider me naive, but I still believe even the blackest soul can find repentance. I will try to find it even in the dark souls of the cleansed. I would not deny anyone of saving grace. These cleansed simply will not rest. It's strange, actually. The goddess who demanded your death was Nyrissa, and after the kingdom failed in its mission, she broke all ties with the first faithful. Yet still his followers seek your death. Do they actually hope to return to her favor? Where do we start? A faint smile appears on Tristian's face. I knew I could trust you and ask for your help. Thank you. I've heard that the cultists of the kingdom have been sighted once again, but now they no longer shout their slogans in broad daylight. No, they crawl from their lairs under cover of darkness to abduct people for sacrifice. At least that's what is being said. We should return to their temple without walls, where they once held their rituals. Of course, the first faithful is not so foolish as to return to the scene of his crimes, but perhaps another one of the cleansed has visited this meeting place, held rituals, remembered the past, gods know what else. If we are lucky, we might find something there. Okay. That was that. Well, what is Harim doing? Harry pulls his bird, muttering something that could be either prayers or curses. Upon noticing you, he winces.
What? Ah, it's you, Lakium.
Have you made peace with your kin?
Have I made peace? Made peace?
Harim says this word slowly, as if trying to taste it.
There was war in my heart, and now it's serene. That is true. But can I call it peace? I think not. More like neutrality. I no longer torment myself thinking about them and Turag, although the wounds they left continue to ache. But now it simply doesn't matter. I used to think Turag's followers were shallow, that they couldn't even imagine there was anything in the world besides their beloved god and their home mountain. Now I know that I used to be such as shallow. Turag, Proetus, beginning of time, end of time. All these are only parts of a larger picture. A picture so vast that just thinking about it makes my head spin. But for a moment I saw it, Lakium. What can ridiculous resentments mean after that? Okay, thanks for the conversation, Harim. I'll be happy to continue our conversation later.
Anything else here I should check? I don't think so. Maturge in Pitax. We can't go in Pitax. Beneath the stolen lands. We could do that, but we could also not do that. And the book about the Academy of the Arts and all its dirty secrets is ready. It'll hit Pitax like a boom. So, the temple. What was the cost? I don't remember. Region upgrade. Hi Fox. Nice to see you. How are you doing? Next part will come in 204 days. That's long time still. I think I should do the companion quests. Mean belly. That's not nice. I hope it gets better. I guess companion quests it is. And maybe some inventory management. Also, let's see what you have. What do I have? Do I have anything to sell? I have some stuff. Ring of protection +3. Oh, ultimate protection. All saving throws deflection. That's a nice ring. Oh, and I will have to level up my peeps. +1 dagger. Not good enough. I guess level upping first. Level 15. End is nigh, I hope. And there's still a couple of weeks. I still have a couple of weeks to play this through so that I could start playing Mass Effect at the time I wanted to start playing it. One more stealth. Through the whole Mass Effect series. I haven't decided whether I should start with just the first one and then do something and then do the second one and then do something, or if I should go through them all. But at least the first one. I guess I will just have to see how it goes. Persuasive, healthy, mobility and stealth. Oh, I have played them before, but it's been a long time since I played them, and I had never played them on PC. And, well, I would play through the DLCs too, since I haven't played those. It's been a long time since I played them. But I want to play them again, so... That's that. Dodge enters extra. Improved unarmed iron will reflexes. Persuasive? Would it help him? Many shot. Deadly aim, clustered shot. I don't know, do I have to improve his shooting skills? Maybe I should. Clustered shots. Take that. It should be useful. Spells. Why is it ordered like this? Because it's level 5. Beast shape, elemental polymorph. Spell resistance. Would that be useful? Polymorph, elemental body, beast shape. I don't know. I'll take that. I mostly use Jubilost for the booms. Teamwork feat. Religion, mobility, athletics. That's good enough. Shooting, no shooting for her. Ordinary condition, critical focus, deceitful, depth and dodge. Deceitful? What did it give? Persuasion and trickery. She doesn't do trickery. Persuasive? Throw anything, vital strike. There were no team feat options here. Dodge, die hard, dazzling, coordinated maneuvers, coordinated defense. Dodge bonus. Combat casting is good. Take that. Maybe there will be. Maybe I will give that some spellcaster too or something. Maybe. Coordinated defense. Shake it off. Shield wall. Shielded caster. I don't have shields. Competence combat maneuvers. Saving throws per such an ally. Which one? This one. It's chosen. Oh no, he also has a spell. I just might. Fight immediately doubles and your weight increases. Makes you big. Sacred Nimbus. True seeing. I think that could be useful. Or something that would work on multiple people. Profane Nimbus. You'll get true seeing because you're the Inquisitor. You need to see. Ekun. Ekun is already so good. How to make him even better? Stretch. Stretch. I have stretched again. Stretching is good. Stealth, athletics, perception, persuasion, lore, nature. Why so many feats and things? Any more blinding critical? When you score a critical hit, your opponent is permanently blinded. Nice. Deceitful. Left hand trigger and use magic. No, it doesn't need that. Dodge, elemental, great. Initiative, Iron Will, lightning. I don't think he needs to improve that. Outflank, no. Persuasive power attack, resource strike. Shield focus, shield wall, shielded. Sickening critical. Skill focus, spell penetration. Stealthy. Throw anything. Firing critical. Maybe the blinding critical? Oh, a new favorite enemy. We already have magical beast, giant humanoids, fae. Will we get more outsiders? Wait, humans isn't a favorite enemy. I thought it was. Maybe I only considered that before. Oh yeah, there are elves, gnomes, goblins, halflings and everything. Separately. That's annoying. Animals, aberrations. You'd make them a favorite enemy. That's... Yeah, I am considering that, but... There's also monstrous humanoids and reptilian humanoids. There's also elves, and... Elves would be also a good one. Constructs, dragons, aberrations. I think aberrations or outsiders, maybe. I think outsiders. Wait, what's this? Favored enemy? But they are already favored. What does this do? Some are even more favored or others, or I don't know. Fae. I like Fae, but they are most dangerous. Those abilities. If I chose something else, I don't know. What's this? I don't know. I have chosen. And next, still had harem, cleric stuff. I think there was not much, anything difficult here. Summoning. He doesn't summon anything. He's useless. He doesn't even summon skeletons for me. Feel so? Well, take that. I don't know. Was there others anymore? There's these four at least. Valerie. Valerie. Persuasion, athletics. What else? Perception. It's always good. It's always good. I don't know if it's optimal, but good. Good enough. Iron Will Lightning. Just a moment. Take that. And you need something nice too. My dear Knock Knock. Those, of course. Mobility. Nature lore. Oh, I have one more point to spend. Greater two-weapon fighting. And there was these difficult ones. But I don't know how to level up. I don't know how to play because I haven't been playing them. Blind fight, combat, combat. Defense, critical focus. I don't know. Air, earth or water? I think she already had fire, so maybe earth or air? Mobility and range combat. I think you're gonna take earth here. I think the other one will take the air then. Why? Why isn't she smarter? You take that critical focus too. Air blast, electric blast. Take electric blast. I think that was enough. I don't need to... Well, maybe I still should. Just quick level up her. I'm not going to use her. Needs another level up. Done. All level ups done. And 10 companion quests. I think Tristian's place is available. Octavia's place is not available. Lindsay is not available. So it's Amiri, Regongar and Tristian that we should take with us. Was there a way out here? No. But there is. No, it's the way to the tavern. I wasn't going there. If I go up there, I can find my way out. My capital isn't even that complicated. I shouldn't get lost so easily. Okay, now we leave. So we need these guys here. Let's drop Lindsay. And let's drop her. Let's take him and him because I have favorites. They are so powerful. Secret Sanctum. It's so close. But where was Rekonga's place and what about Amiri? Do I have their spots anywhere? There's the Rekonga's tribe. It's interesting. Actually, I think I should take maybe Octavia with me to Rekonga's camp. They are basically married. So... perhaps... there. Let's see about the Tristian Christian stuff. save first. After this, I guess I will wrap this up for today. And continue tomorrow. In the evening. I will have to maybe try to stream a bit more frequently for the rest of the month to get this finished. It's the finger of death. I wonder when I get to use it. Why don't I have my stuff? My pets. Yeah. I shouldn't have too much of this left, I think. But I'm not sure, because I haven't played this before. Why are these? The rains have soaked the torch, making it completely useless. Making it completely useless! They are burning! What are you saying? These torches are working just fine. Oh, there are dead bodies. And who are these? Great goddess, receive your servant. He may not have been cleansed in life, but he served you loyally and faithfully unto his dying breath. This is folly. The goddess has abandoned us. We are just wasting our time. Haven't you read the letter? The faithful writes that the kingdom still lives, that he will rekindle the grace of the goddess and save us. Where? In Dunsword? What about us? What about these lands?
An ambush, eh?
Eh? I guess we did this slaughter here. Hello there, cultists. Can I try my finger of death? How close range does it have to be? Too close range. I can't reach them with my finger. What about eye? Or maybe just some skeletons? Or... I want to make this... I'll make this one. Can I make it? Guardian armor, Grave Knight. No, I should have just... Ah, damn. What about this? Can I make one? No. Can I even make my skeletons? Good. I could make skeletons. There they go. To do my bidding. It's so nice. Fighter, archer, fighter. Archers are the worst. Finish him. No, why didn't you? Do I have to make the dog do it? Can you go there? No? Too difficult. I see. Not sneaky enough. Poor Tristian. I'll just go angrily.
It's all because of you. Die! Die!
No, I'm not going to. You are going to die instead. I don't wanna die. It's not nice. Did I have controlled fireball? Yes, I do. Can I do it? Yes, I could. Lovely. Exploding is great too. Did Christian have haste? He might not have it. Damn. Let's have him pray. He's good at praying. It's a bit stupid that he just comes along and then he just prays and blesses people and does nothing else. Priests. Can I finish them off somehow? Can I use this? They are still alive. Not for long, I hope. Yeah. One left. They have been dealt with. What do you think, Christian?
This is a message from the first faithful. Looks like he's gathering his followers at a new location.
Ah, so we'll have to go after them?
His swollen body emits a terrible stench.
Whoever it was, he died a few days ago. There are more bodies that should be just like that. Does anyone have any good weapons? Or any weapons that are worth anything? I guess not. So, next location next. I guess.
This is quite a discovery. The cultists had a letter from the first faithful, who has settled in Dunsward and demands human sacrifices in the name of his goddess. He set up a new shrine among the Cyclops ruins, known as the City of the Hollow Eyes. It's time we finally sent this kingdom of his to the same place that the ancient one-eyed giants went. The past.
That's the spirit. Oh, what I did not do was check for this. I always forget this. Sunburst. Summon Elder Fire Elemental. Greater Angelic Aspect. Protection from spells. Holy Aura. Resistance to spells cast by evil creatures. Well, I'll take that. Death Clutch. Frightful Aspect. Inflict critical wounds mass. Oh, nice. That means I could heal my undead. Cure critical wounds mass. Or Firestorm. That would be so nice too. I'll take that. So nice. Any more extra spell slots? Slay living. Raise dead. You restore life to a deceased party member. Was it costly? 2 permanent negative levels when it's raised, just as if it had been hit by an energy draining creature. That's fair. Okay, that was the spell slots. I think everyone else was... no. He wasn't. Life Blast. Take that. Jubilos 2? Really? One more haste. One more see invisible. Okay. That's better. Alright. Leave the players. I don't think they had anything useful, yes. And let's wrap up time. Do I have any... Why is nobody streaming? That's so sad. Well, anyway, I will continue this tomorrow. A bit later than I continued it today. And I will see if I can make myself stream also on Friday. Probably at a similar time as I did today. And we'll see if we reach the end. Thank you. You all have a lovely rest of the day, and I hope to see you again. Bye bye.